But the donkey didn't perform his duty well. While carrying the load to the market, the donkey would appear quite depressed. One day, on the way to the market, the potter and donkey met a Mahatma, a sant. The Mahatma greeted them politely. But when Mahatma spotted an ant carrying some sugar grains, the Mahatma bowed down and greeted the ant with a great respect. To see this, the potter and the donkey were surprised. Potter, why are you so respectful towards the ant? Mahatma, this ant is Karam Yogi. Look, it is carrying such a heavy weight. Donkey, you are not fair with me, Mahatma. I have millions times heavier weight on my back. I'm also a Karam Yogi. And you should have greeted me too. Mahatma, smile. This ant is carrying 4 times heavy weight so happily. It is doing its job so happily. You, on the other hand, just frowning. The tension on your face shows that you think your work as a burden. So you are not a Karam Yogi. Karam Yogi is someone who does their duty with dedication, selflessly, and without being attached to the desserts or fruits. Do you want to keep your body, mind, and the soul happy? Do you want to be a Karam Yogi? If yes, then focus on 3 things. The first is serve yourself, and the second is practice compassion, and the third is contribute to the others selflessly. Just like 3 ways to practice to be a Karam Yogi, we have 3 segments in our Toastmaster meeting. The first is prepared speech section, in which the speakers delivered their prepared speeches. The second is the impromptu speaking section, in which members as well as guests practice their impromptu speaking skills. And the third, that is very important, that is the evaluation section, in which the general evaluator evaluates the entire meeting. So, and another thing is that you can provide the feedback to the speakers and vote for the best role players and the speakers whenever asked for the same. And the Tech Master will provide you the link for the voting. So let's move our first thing, that is serve yourself. If you want to help others, or if you want to change the world, start from yourself. How? Love yourself, respect yourself, compassionate to yourself, and most important, take care of yourself. For instance, if you are not healthy, you can't help yourself and the others. In Toastmaster meeting, we have Taggle team, that is timer, accounter, grammarian, and listener, who serve and help us to make each and every meeting successful. So let's hear one by one from these role players. Our first role player is timer, Kartik Mishra. He is the one who is UPSC aspirant, and he is early riser and a very hardworking person. With that, please help me to welcome Toastmaster Kartik Mishra.
Thank you, T-Mod. I am the timer of the day, and my role is to remind, record, and report the time used by each speaker and role players while delivering, while they're speaking in their time limit. So this is my job, and time is most important part to constrain our thoughts in a better way possible. And I will submit the report of my timesheet at the end of the meeting. Over to T-Mod.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kartik Mishra. Next role player is Toastmaster Shreya Avasti. She belongs from Jhansi. She wants to become a good leader, so she wants to improve on communication skills. With that, please help me to welcome Toastmaster Shreya Avasti.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Shreya and I am the R counter for today's meeting. For the benefit of our guests and new members, I'd like to explain the role of R counter. When we speak, we use words like these are called filler words. And sometimes we repeat phrases like, I mean. So my role today will be to note down such words and I'll be present my report during the evaluation session. Thank you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya. Next role player is Toastmaster. Next role player is language. Next role player is language evaluator, and for that we have the language evaluator Toastmaster Sajal. Then this role suits on her because she has a good command on the English language and grammar. So please help me to welcome Toastmaster Sajal Jain on the virtual stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. As language evaluator, my job would be threefold. First, to note down the creative use of language, which includes all the beautiful quotes that we are going to say in today's meeting. Second, to note down the misuse or improper use of language. And third, to keep a track of word of the day. The word of the day today is partake, which is often used as a verb and is used as partake of. Uh, the meaning of the word is to take part in or to get involved in or to join in an activity. An example could be we should all partake of the city's rich cultural offerings while we still have the opportunity. Another example could be once night fell, we all drove into town to partake of the late night festivities. Every word of the day usage would be rewarded by a simultaneous thumbs up, which we can show by the digital reactions on the screen. Uh, and Toastmaster Akshay will present the report in the general evaluation section. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sajal Jain. Next role is of listener, and for that we have Toastmaster Ankit Jain. He is very dedicating person and he wants to make a change in the world, and he is a communicator coach. With that, please help me to welcome Toastmaster Ankit Jain on the virtual stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. As beautifully said by Dean Jackson, listening is an art that requires attention over talent, spirit over ego, others over self. Hence, I'm playing today's role of the listener of the day. Hello, good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Ankit Ravindra Jain. I'm playing today the role of listener of the day, and I'll be just checking your listening abilities. We'll be having prepared speeches, we'll be having impromptu section, that is table topic section, and evaluation section. But the question is, are you listening? So I'll just come at the end of the meeting and just try to measure your listening abilities. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit Jain. So let's move on our second point, that is practice compassion. In the modern world, the most of the people filled with the frustrations. For instance, they think that caring for the elders is a difficult job. Think of the time you will be old. Place yourself in the other person's shoes and then you will be able to practice the compassion. For example, think about the audience that is listening to you. What they want to hear. How should you tell it to them so that they can understand easily? So practice compassion to your audience and try to understand their perspective and that will help you to become a better speaker. So with that, let's start our first section, that is the prepared speech section, in which our first speaker is Toastmaster Ankur Shrimli. Before calling him on the stage, I would like to call him speech evaluator Toastmaster Sajal. Please read out the speech objective of his speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, everyone, once again. Toastmaster Ankur will be delivering a Level 2 Project 3 speech from the Path Innovative Planning. The project title is Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a prodigy. I wish the speaker all the very best for his speech. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sajal. He is the one who has a wonderful sense of humor and he is really hardworking and dedicating towards his work and he is really a humble person. The speech title of his speech is Thank You Mentors, Toastmaster Ankur Shrimli. Over to you.
Yes, that's it, Madam Toastmaster. That's my speech, summed up in 3 words. Thank you, mentors. Oh, you still want me to give the speech? Well, Toastmasters and dear friends, most of the people say that it is really difficult, almost impossible to find a good mentor. Accepts you, understands what you want to achieve in your life, and then pushes you towards your goals. I must admit that it is difficult, but not in my case. I have had this fortune of being surrounded by great mentors who have given me, who have made endless efforts and countless support to believe in me, to see something which I could not in myself and help me become a better version of myself. These mentors have been around me in all shapes and sizes. They come in different variety, like my coach, my friend, my guide, my family, my teachers, my advisors, counselors, etc. But one thing is common in each one of them. They have been like a light guiding me towards the away from the darkness, and like an umbrella when life pours heavy showers of sorrow. Today, I want to thank each one of them for being there in my ups and downs, highs and lows, giving me strength like arrows and bows. In 2006, when I was in Kota preparing for my engineering entrance exam, I had failed one of the coaching tests. I had lost all faith, was feeling like a failure, and was depressed that I will not get a good college. That time, my dad said, Uncle, have you come to Kota to pass these coaching tests? Always remember, you are here because you want to become a good human being. And for being a good human, you have to have a good education. And for that, all you need is to do hard work. No matter what happens with your life, you will always be a good human being if you put all your efforts and hard work. Thank you, Dad, for making me understand that failure is a state, it's not a person. In 2014, I had my first heartbreak. It felt like a dagger pierced through my chest and that my heart will come out of my body. I was crushed and devastated. That time, my friend Prabhat told me, "You don't have to cry for it. Look at the bright side. Now you will truly appreciate what a true love is." It is important to learn this today so that in future you respect the person and also understand the love that is there for you. Thank you, Prabhat, for not letting me give up on love that day. Because after so many years, finally, it resulted in getting me a beautiful life partner for myself. And in 2018, I entered the world of Toastmasters. My first and only official mentor was Puneet Raman, who taught me that there is always one important thing to remember. Always ask the why. Why did you join Toastmasters? Why did you take that decision? Always keep in mind that you are clear with your whys. That will help you with your whats and hows. Thank you for letting me understand the importance of keeping me with this question why to be clear with my goals. And then there is Rolly, who is not only my friend, but I would like to call her my pseudo mentor. Last year, I was the second runner up of my humorous speech contest at divisional level. A year back, I was told by one of the judges that I had wasted his 7 minutes in the club level humorous speech contest. This transformation in me came only because of the efforts that Rolly had and the faith that Rolly had in me. I would like to thank her for being there as a friend whenever required, sometimes very critical in helping me understand what went wrong and what could be done better. And finally, my fellow Toastmaster friends and family members. There were there are people like Ripan, Nimesh, Sonu, and all others who have always taught me that has helped me in becoming a better version of myself. Thank you so much all. But special thanks to the mentee, Sajal, who has made me proudest. The astonishing difference which I see in her since the day she joined Toastmaster and now makes me believe that I have been successful in helping her in achieving the potential that she has. And that gives me the drive to keep helping all the new Toastmasters who join Delhi One Toastmasters, that I can guide them and bring out their full potential. I have always thanked Almighty right from my childhood for making me so fortunate to have all these beautiful people as mentors in my life. So finally, I have just 3 words to sum up. Thank you, mentors. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankur, for such a nice speech. Please provide the feedback. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Ankur Shimli. And timer, please let me know the time when 30 seconds is up. Timer, please let me know.
30 seconds is up.
Okay, thank you. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Jyoti Kumari. Before calling her, I would like to invite a speech evaluator, Toastmaster Sonu Shetty. Please read out the speech objective of her speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh Devi. Good evening, all. Toastmaster Jyoti will be delivering her speech from Project 3, Level 2, from Pathway Team Collaboration. Her speech purpose is the same of our previous speakers. Let me read out the purpose again. The first purpose of this project is for a member to clearly define how Toastmaster envision mentoring. And the second purpose of this speech is for a member to share some aspects of previous experience as a protege. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker best of luck. Over to you, Santosh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonu Shetty. Jyoti Kumari is someone who has brought me here in Delhi one Toastmaster first time, and she is very hardworking. And I really liked her strategy, that is never give up. With that, please help me to welcome on the stage Jyoti Kumari. And before that, I would like to tell her speech title, that is Progress, Prognosis, Problems, Prognosis and Progress. Problems, Prognosis, Progress, Toastmaster Jyoti Kumari.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Very recently, I read a book titled Outliers. This book is written by Malcolm Gladwell, and the main theme of the book is that the concept of a self-made man is a myth. No one in this world makes it alone. People who have reached success are either held by circumstances or by people. And my journey in Toastmasters has been filled with all those people who have held me, and actually who have helped me sustain my journey until now. There are a number of people, but the person I'm going to introduce to you today is the most recent mentor I had. So before joining Delhi One Toastmasters Club, I was in Goa. And as soon as I landed in Goa, I wanted to join a Toastmasters Club. And when you ask people in Goa about Toastmasters Club, nobody has a clue. Apparently, nobody goes to Goa or lives in Goa just for learning public speaking. So I asked the person who knows everything, Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. Well, it worked the third time. Can you find a club near me? Let me see what I found. Goa YMCA Toastmasters Club is located in Panji. It was chartered in 2008 and is running on Tuesdays. Would you like to know more? Well, are you kidding? I jumped at that opportunity. The next week, I had joined Goa YMCA Toastmasters Club, and the president of the club, Toastmaster Balkrishna, became my mentor. I'll share two incidents with you today. Two problems, prognosis and progress. The first one is related to a very long-standing tradition of Goa YMCA Toastmasters Club. As you would all know, in Toastmasters, we do not take up controversial comments on sex, religion, and politics. And that was the same with Goa YMCA Toastmasters Club also. But one meeting in that year, every year, one meeting is called a no holds barred meeting. On that meeting, all the doors are closed and all the floodgates are just let open. It's a very big affair for Goa YMCA Toastmasters Club. It's very popular. All the other Toastmaster clubs are invited for the meeting and is hosted by the Goa YMCA Toastmasters Club. Everything was running fine. Just 2 weeks before the meeting, the host had to back out. Now, it was a big problem for me because I had ended up being the president of the club. And I had 2 weeks to find out a new host. Me and the VP Ed were just going around asking members if they would like to take up this role. Another week passed by. There was just 1 more week left to find the host. And then the VP Ed asked me, Jyoti, why don't you do the role? Well, are you kidding me? I had no choice until then because things were really getting tight. I went up to my mentor, Toastmaster Balkrishna, and I told, see, I'm not a funny person. 30 years of my life and 40,000 years of my family tree, nobody has even used a double meaning joke in the family. Nobody else is willing to take it up. How am I going to prepare it in the next 5 days and then present it? And he told me, Jyoti, you're special. You're not just a member, you're the president of the club, and it is upon you to make this meeting happen. If you think that you cannot do it and still do it, I know this is an extreme situation for you, but if you go all along this way, all the other problems you had in your public speaking will seem very trivial. I was encouraged. I did host that meeting. I will not tell you what happened in that meeting. It has no record anywhere. But at the end of the meeting, I was glad that I did it because I did what I thought I could not do. The second incident which I want to talk to you about is not related to Toastmasters, but related to the wider life. My one fear other than public speaking was driving a car. So just over a cup of coffee, I was talking to my mentor, Toastmaster Balkrishna, and I told him, see, I don't understand this driving business. I can't even judge the length of my car, the width of my car, the speed of the other person. Nowadays, people are so crazy. They just cut you across everywhere, right, left, center. I don't think I can do it. And then he told me, you know what is your problem, Jyoti? You think you're special. You're not. If there are so many people in this world who can drive a car, poor, rich, all countries, literate, illiterate, everyone, all age groups, it is only you who is stopping yourself from driving the car. It's not the time to stand out. It's the time to blend in and learn from how everyone else learns. So I would like to sum up by saying that the equation between a mentor and mentee is a very beautiful equation. This is the equation in which 1 + 1 does not add up to 2. It's always greater than 2. That has been the case with all the great leaders of the world, and even the great leaders needed mentors. Our father of the nation, Gandhiji, had Gokhale. Bill Gates had Warren Buffett. Harry Potter, the boy who lived, had Dumbledore. And this system of having a mentor and being a protege should not just be limited to Toastmasters, but to every arena of life. I would urge everyone to seek a mentor in every way, in every path you want to progress. Be a very, very interested protege, because there will always be problems, but there has to be right prognosis, and there will always be progress. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti Kumari. Please write the feedback for our second speaker, Jyoti Kumari. Simon, please let me know the time when 30 seconds is up.
Thirty seconds is up.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik Mishra. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Akanksha. Before calling her on the stage, I would like to invite a speech evaluator, Toastmaster Bhavya Jain. Please read out the speech objectives.
So Toastmaster Akanksha is about to deliver her level 2 project 1 speech, which is understanding of communication styles of the pathways motivational strategies. Her speech objective is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify her primary style. Purpose of her speech is for the members to share the impact of her style on others. So her speech title is Importance of Mentor. All the best to you, Akanksha. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavya Jain. Akanksha. Akanksha, she is from DTM Club. She is a BTech graduate and currently pursuing MBA from IMT. She loves to sing and read. The speech title is The Importance of Mentor, Toastmaster Akanksha.
Thank you so much. Am I audible? Am I visible? All of you.
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So good evening, everyone. I am so, right now I'm feeling so grateful that I got to know, I was able to hear the last speech, and that also had the insight of mentor, that why mentor is important. So in upcoming 4 to 5 minutes, I'll tell you that how a mentor is important and how a mentor has changed my life. So I have very curly hair, super curly. People who know me, they know that I have very curly hair. So starting from my childhood, my mom used to oil my hair and tie it in a very tight knot so that it doesn't look frizzy. I said, okay, it's fine. What all the shampoos and what all the conditioners that we use, all of them said it will make your hair more smooth and straighter. I was like, okay, that's fine. Everybody have straight hair. I have very frizzy hair. So why not use such products which make my hair very smooth and silky? But I was wrong. Smooth and silky hair is not my style. It's not the heredity in me that I have. I have curly hair and I can't change it. I can only make them grow much better, make them look better. Right or wrong? Anyone? Can you change something which is natural? Can you change something that is genetic? Anyone? I want this session to be a bit interactive. Can you change it?
You can change it, but do you want to change it? Are you fool enough to change it? That's the main question, which I think should not.
Right. So right now what we are doing, we are just running after the thing. We don't know the exact path. We don't know ourselves. There are very less people who are able to self-identify themselves or self-identify their things. Be it their hair type was just the example. Be it their personality, be it their communication style. Whenever I give any kind of a speech, I used to get the feedback, and Akanksha, you're a very natural speaker. I said, what do you mean by natural? How I speak, okay, everybody is here to speak. How can you say that I'm a natural speaker? What are the traits? So whenever I reach out to people, they never give me a clear insight. So when I when I saw my feedback form wherein I have to write if I am able to understand my communication style, I got to know that I have a very direct communication style. I'm not the one who will create a story or who will give a narrative. I'm the one who can directly talk to people, who can directly influence people. And this is what my mentor told me. If I go back to my curly hair problem, there it's like I got to know a person who can help me to maintain my curly hair. Because I want to be the same. I want to be natural. I don't want to move to a silkier or smoother hair. I got my mentor. She helped me that, okay, these are the products, so these are the routine that you should follow to have those curly hair, those curls back. Similarly, when I talk about my speaking style, I aspire to be a motivational speaker. And I think talking directly, showing people about the true picture is the only thing that helps a motivational speaker to grow. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right. So here comes the mentor in my life. I joined Toastmasters and I got my mentor as a very seasoned Toastmaster. She is Harini JBL. She helped me a lot. She helped me in identifying that, okay, if my project is related to motivational strategy, how can I utilize my speeches? How can I improve on them? And not only in professional life, like if I'm giving speeches on in a common club, not only Toastmasters club, in my apartment club also I give speeches. In office also I give speeches. So how I can improve professionally as well as personally. So first thing that I always see, if you are consulting a mentor, that is removed, is your ego. Now you have shared all your good things, bad things with your mentor. Now you're not egoistic. There is one person who knows everything about you, all your pros and cons. Then only he or she will be able to guide you. How many of you have mentors? Sorry, I have only few people on my screen. Okay.
Akanksha, you've gone on mute.
Is it fine?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. So mentor is important in every phase of life, be it personal, be it professional, be it, let's say, you wish to inculcate a habit, or you wish to have, you wish to learn something like music, you wish to learn dance or something like that. You need a mentor, you need a guru. I am a true follower of Sadhguru. I hope you all know him. He is the founder of Isha Yoga. So he's the one who has coined this GPS term in a different manner. He says the guru. Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. He says GPS as a guru processing system. Your guru is there, your mentor is there to guide you, to reach on to each and every phase of your life. In working in a corporate world, I just want to take one example that nowadays, starting from 2020, we got a new project that simply works on mentor-mentee relationship. There is an entire structure wherein we have around 50 mentors and each mentor has 5 mentees, which help each and every mentee to grow. Like if they need any promotion, if they need any upskilling, or if they are facing any issues in their personal life which is impacting their professional career, for all those problems, they have a mentor. And why I choose this topic today is because our world need more mentors. And this mentoring process will help many people to be more successful, to be more, I would say, mentally fit, and they can achieve much more in their life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akanksha. Please write the feedback for the Toastmaster Akanksha and also vote for the best speaker Tag master, please share the link for the voting. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute is up.
T-Mod, 1 minute is up.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. Sometimes the audience face the unexpected situations, and it is a time to practice to respond these unexpected situations or impromptu situations. So, show yourself, present your ideas, practice compassion for your audience so that they can understand what you are trying to say. Be ready for unexpected situations. To help me this, we have Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, Pooja Yadav. She is the one. Currently, she is pursuing her PhD from University of Delhi in geology. She is very hardworking, dedicating, and wonderful Didi for me. And I have no words. She has lot of patience. I never seen a person the patient more than her. With that, please help me to welcome Toastmaster Pooja Yadav.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, for such a nice introduction. Our soul always knows what to do, heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, dear guests. The state of mind plays a pivotal role in Karma Yoga. The thinking process during the performance of action gives the result. Here the result means pain and pleasure, bondage and liberation, etc. What one is doing is not so important, but how one is doing is most important thing in Karma Yoga. Like in Toastmaster, just attending the meeting is not important, but how attentively or productively we are using this platform is important. And you can make it more productive by participating in this session as a table topic speaker. So what this session is about, is going to help in our personal as well as in our professional. Today I have 10 topics with me, and all are so anyone who wants to take part will raise their hand, and all the speakers will have 2 minutes on this time. 2 minutes. Each speaker will get a grace period of 30 seconds.
Hi, Pooja.
Sorry.
We can't hear you.
Okay. Now, am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
Hello.
Hi. You are audible, Pooja? Yeah.
So all the speakers will get 2 minutes for their speeches, and so try to stick with your time limit. So let's start from this. And I would just Toastmaster Anand, please help me if I miss someone because I'm using the mobile, so I can't see everyone. Um, so if I miss, so let's start. And anyone who would like to start, and any volunteer first who haven't taken any role today? Okay,
Pooja, we have Pragya who has raised her hand virtually, and we have Parul Verma, our
Okay.
AD, who has raised her hands in a video. So you can start with either of them.
So, guest Pragya,
Yes.
please choose the number in between 1 to 10.
Okay. Is it on the screen? Because I can't see some screen.
Pragya, it's
No,
not on
no.
the screen. You just choose one of the numbers and let her know. Yeah.
Sure. I'll go for one.
What?
I'll go for one.
Okay, okay. So your topic is you can only be really happy when you become what you really are. You can only be really happy when you become what you really are. Yes, Pragya.
लाके दो सामान.
Sure.
असला बारूद लाके दो. असला बारूद.
I am sorry. I hope I'm safe. Hello, Toastmasters guests and my dear friends. You can really be truly happy when you are what you are. And I truly trust on this. Few years back, I was trying to live a life designed, decided, and decorated by the people near me. At that point of time, I thought that this is how we are supposed to be. Because we are taught that once you keep people happy around you, you will be happy. Especially as a daughter-in-law, that's something which is taught to us by our in-laws, by mother, by society, and many more. I tried doing this thing for around 4 years of my life. But one day, when I was crying endlessly and not knowing the reason why this thing is happening, I dug deep into it. And then I understood it was not me. It was just a daughter-in-law, a daughter, a mother, a wife. But where was I in that? Since then, I have made it a point that I take out at least 1 hour of my time to make the person I see in the mirror happy every single day. If I end my day without doing that, I somehow feel I have missed a part of me inside. And from that day, it gave me extra power, extra strength, and extra feelings inside me when I knew that yes, I was happy. And now I truly believe that till the time I am myself, I am doing things which I like my way. Maybe not always, because you have responsibilities, but when I'm doing things what makes me happy, what I truly am, rather than just putting a mask on my face, I am not only keeping myself happy, but in turn, making a spectrum of my happiness to others too. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Pragya. Nice to hear you. Now let's go our next speaker, Toastmaster Parul Verma. Unmute. Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja.
Please choose a number between 2 to 10.
I'll go for number 8.
Number 8. Okay. So your topic is believe in yourself and no one and nothing can stop you. Believe in yourself and no one and nothing can stop you. Toastmaster Parul.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. I used to be like somebody who's very lazy. Even my room looks like there is space, only the area that is clean is my sleeping space. every inch of the room would have said something or the other. But when the lockdown started, I realized to have a few lazy days first, but then I slowly started realizing, no, this cannot go on further. So what I did was studied yoga, and I thought I cannot do even a single thing now, even though I used to practice it when I was in school. But one thing I realized, whenever I used to do it, I tried few teachers. I tried around 5 teachers. With 4, I could hardly do anything. With the 5th one, what I realized was, whenever I wanted to give up, she would say, no, you can do it. Next time I started to give up, she still said, no, you can do it. The third time I tried to give up, she said, no, you should do it. So finally, I gave up on giving up and started doing it. And guess what? I was able to do 90% of the asanas. The one where you can touch the toes, or you can touch your forehead to your knees, or any other asanas that I previously thought I couldn't do. Though I cannot say I can do 100% of the asanas, but right now I feel like every time I practice something, I'm getting better at it. So I think that's what we take in the life. Nobody is born perfect, but as long as you believe, as long as you feel and never give up, you would improve. And trust me, you can also do the handstand. That is my target as of now. Over to the TPM.
Pooja, are you there?
Sorry. Thank you, Parul. Who would like to try the next topic?
I can try.
Uh,
It's Megha. Oh, sorry, Shreya.
Shreya. So our next speaker is Shreya or C. So you choose any number 1 to 10 except 1, 8.
7.
7? Okay. So your topic is speak only when you feel that your words are better than your silence. Speak only when you feel that your words are better than your silence. Toastmaster Shreya.
Thank you, David Master. Speak only when your words are better than your silence. Okay. So I'm the youngest one in my family. So I've always been like that spoiled brat from the starting. So I I've never been I have been so pampered, and uh, they've never asked me to like don't back answer or something. So I've always been that dominating girl. So one day when I was there was a family problem in my like adults were talking, and I just sat and they were discussing something related to physics. So I am very interested in physics. So there was something talking about charging and all, like if we put on the charger, even if the electricity is not coming, so will the phone get discharged or something? So I thought I was in class 11, so I thought I have learned some like a lot about physics, so I'll be able to answer. So I just interrupted them in between, and I just said that no, this happens. And later on, I realized I was wrong. So then my father told me that you should remain silent when you think that you know everything. The way I presented my answer was very rude. So I realized I should silently listen and learn, like be a good listener rather than speaking. that's when I realized that I need to be silent only if I am not confident enough to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya. Yes, you are right. Sometimes we feel overconfident, and I also have these kind of experience. Next, who would like to try?
Ankit
Any
has
guess?
raised, Ankit has raised his hand. I don't know if Harsh wants to go for it.
Okay, first let's start from
Yeah. Pooja,
please
you
choose
weren't
any
clear.
number except except 178.
Is it Harsh or me?
Hello?
No, it's you, Ankit.
Okay, yes. Any number from?
Any number except 1,
1 to
7, or
10
8.
except to
5.
5.
Yes, Pooja.
Your topic is each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Over to Toastmaster Ankit. Am I audible?
Yes, Pooja. Each morning.
Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Pooja, for the beautiful topic. So each morning we are born again. Like what matters the most is what we do today. As we all know that today is the most important part, is the most important aspect of everybody's life. Don't worry about your past. Don't worry about your past, and please don't worry about your future. Please make your present worth it. Please make your present rememberable. Please make your present happy and satisfactory. That is important. Important is always make present worth it. We have to make the most of it. We are right now living in present. Today is the day. Maybe you have to live in that form that maybe this is the last day of our life. We always have to live in that sense that please live up to the fullest each day. That is it from my side. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Pooja.
Pooja, we have Harsh, I think. Harsh, would you like to try? Harshvardhan?
Yes.
Yes, Harsh.
I would like to say that we are exceeding time limit, so if you want, only one speaker is allowed due to time constraints.
Okay, so guest Harsh, you try?
Yes.
Okay, so please choose the number 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. In any number?
Can you repeat once again?
2, 3, 4, 6, 9, or 10.
6.
Okay. So your topic is a negative mind will never give you a positive life. And never mind, negative mind will never give you a positive life. Over to Toastmaster guest Hers.
Can you repeat once again the topic, please?
Sure. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. A negative mind will never give you a positive life.
Okay. Our negative mind will not give positive life, because if we have negative mind, then we are only thinking about negative things. Like we can do pranks with others, and
if we do pranks with others, someone feel bad about this because of their thinking, and a negative a negative mind is bad because it doesn't reflect our personality. Good and negative mind will help us to forget all the good things we have in our self, and we are only doing negative things, and we are doing all the negative things to all the persons. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Now, okay, so time is over. I hope you all enjoyed this session. So now time's to vote for the best table topic speaker. Tech Master, please show the poll.
Yeah, we've generated the poll.
Okay. And now with this, I would like to hand over this stage our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Santosh. Over to Santosh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja Yadav. Till now, I discussed two things: serve yourself, and the second is practice compassion. So let's move on our third thing, that is contribute to others selflessly. Contribution doesn't mean that you have to contribute hundreds, thousands. You can contribute your 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, and day to someone without expecting the fruits of that particular action. What can you do? You can teach someone for an hour. I have had this, and you can help the needy one. But remember, the contribution must be selfless. In our Toastmaster meeting, we have the general evaluator who contributes the feedback to each and every role players, emphasizing on the area of improvement and how we can achieve that. Helping in that, we have general evaluator Toastmaster Tolisina. She is the one who is my mentor, and she is the one who never say no for the help, and she is the one who seems always energetic. So I can say that she is the bundle of energy. With that, please help me to welcome Toastmaster Roli Sinha.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the day. I hope everyone can hear me clearly and can see me as well. Thank you so much. So the word karma means to do. And a karma yogi is one who does. But the complete meaning of karma yogi is the one who does good to the entire world selflessly and loves all its beings in all his entirety. Which means that when we are trying to do something for someone else, we must be conscious of the good, the right, the wrong, and even inadvertently, we should not do something bad. This is precisely the concept on which the evaluation segment is based on. The evaluators selflessly provide feedback to all the speakers and the role players so that they can improve. And more good, more better speakers can emerge. This kind of selfless behavior makes us realize that there is a possible way of saying a criticism in a manner that it does not offend anyone and it only encourages someone to improve further. To help me today, my Karm Yogis are three in the speech evaluator role. Our first speech today was by Toastmaster Ankur Srimali. And to help him along his speaking journey is his own mentee, Toastmaster Sajal Jain. So with a warm heart and full of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster Sajal Jain.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I know that this was going to be a special meeting for me as a mentee to evaluate the speech of my mentor who is delivering a speech on mentorship. Good evening, everyone. The best speeches are not the speeches that you hear or that you see, but the ones that you experience. And today, the speaker took us on an emotive journey to cherish our own memories when we were a prodigy. He started the speech when the Toastmaster of the day said, "Thank you, mentors." He started the speech with, "That's it, that's my speech," those three words. Such a creative and concise title gave us a glimpse into the entire speech. Well, here's the surprise. The speech still had a lot of mystery and unpredictableness yet to be explored, even though it was summarized in just the first sentence of the speech. It's difficult to connect with the audience in an online meeting, but today I felt like I was sitting in that YMCA classroom, as the emotions and the facial expressions the speaker used were commendable. When he said, "Oh, you still want me to give the speech?" Or when he said that it felt like my heart will come out of my body and I was crushed. The imagery he portrayed in our minds left us spellbound. He used such poetic language, such as, "Mentors were there for my highs and lows, giving me strength in like arrows and bows." The poetic language he used was applaudable. If I were to say something that I could have done differently with this speech, it would have been the role play between him and his father. The speaker could have used two different voices to depict himself and his father. He could have used an authoritative voice as a father when he said, "Be a good human being," and he could have pressurized on those words. The speaker shared a personal experience with his pseudo mentor, Toastmaster Roli. He talked about his transformation journey of 1 year. What I felt was that the speaker could have mentioned what happened in that 1 year actually left me curious as to how it was transformed. The speaker could share one or two experiences to fill that gap or that void in that speech. The structure the speaker followed in the mentorship speech for each that he has a mentor for each stage of life. Like in 2014, he had Prabhat. In 2018, he had Toastmaster Puneet Raman. Was very lucid and very clear. He started and ended the speech with the title, "Thank you, Mentors," which connected the whole speech together. What a perfect ode to mentors. We already know that the speaker is a director of ideas and a master of words. A little bit work on the role play and his own experiences could take the speech to another level. Today, the speaker left all of us feeling grateful and lucky to have some amazing mentors in our lives. I thank the speaker for such a powerful speech. Back to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sajal. I would like to now call upon our next speech evaluator, Toastmaster Sonu, who will be evaluating the speech of our Toastmaster, Jyoti Kumari. Toastmaster Sonu, please take it ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rolisana, my mentor. So this topic or this project, I have also given the speech, but this delivering a speech on this topic is really tough as well as things sometimes don't make it or interesting. So I commend speaker for making it really interesting from beginning to the end. Toastmaster Jyoti has started her speech with introduction of her colleague, her friend, which is Alexa. She specifically called 3 times, Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. I was like, someone will going to speak or someone will going to pop up. And that pause has grabbed the audience attentions and everyone was sticked from beginning to end. So I give kudos to that. And she started by narrating her personal story, and that personal story everyone can relate and connect as well. Definitely she has highlighted what her experiences, and I really like the way she has identified and defined a problem, and one problem which defined driving problem, right, which everyone can relate, and the problem, and she has given a solution to that problem by introducing a mentor. She has shared how her mentor has helped to overcome from that problem to a solution. So kudos to that. So I specifically comment and thank for showing how a mentor can make a problem or how a mentor can make a problem to a solution. So thank you for sharing that. She has also shared how a successful people like Gandhiji, Bill Gates has their mentor, and urged all the Toastmasters to ask for your mentor. So when she was sharing that, I was also relating that in my office. I was also thinking through it that I will also tomorrow when I go to office, I will search for my mentor in office, because all successful people have their mentor. So thank you, Jyoti, for triggering that thought into my mind. I hope everyone has triggered the mentor thought. And after your speech, most of the uh, members will ask for a mentor. So thank you for that. The only recommendation I have is she can challenge, which my previous evaluator has also highlighted, and I have the same point as well. She can challenge herself by doing a voice modulation. So while she was calling, while Alexa was there, she can just tweak the voice and play a role of Alexa. And she can also tweak her voice to play a role of her mentor with authoritative and bold voice. So that's two recommendation I have. Overall, her speech has good content, voice was very clear, title was perfect, and with a little bit of voice modulations or role play activity which she can build into her speech would make her speech from great to perfect. So I wish her all the best for her future speeches. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sonu. Quite a comprehensive evaluation from him. And now we move on to Toastmaster Bhavya Jain, who I'm sure has delivered evaluations in her past club, but this is the first time we will have the opportunity to hear an evaluation from her. Toastmaster Bhavya Jain, please take away the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rudy. So I love the way Toastmaster Akanksha started her speech with a personal story. The struggle she had in her childhood of having curly hair. It was a great way of connecting the audience with your speech by sharing a personal story. She used very good hand gestures like curly hairs, tying knot, which were very real and had a good connect with audience. The speaker also asked questions many times in her speech, which had a better connectivity with audience and always had a eye contact. So I was quite interestedly listening to her speech. So kudos on that. I really loved the way she related the story of a curly hair to the way of a speaking style. She explained so easily that she has a direct way of speaking by correlating it to the story of her hair, and had a message that we can't change the things which are natural. However, I have a couple of recommendations which the speaker can adapt to give more better speeches in future. The speaker could have an outline of a speech before so that it can be more structured in a way of opening, body, and conclusion. The speaker started by mentioning what the previous speeches had in the content. So I would suggest you to have a very strong opening that have a direct connect with the audience to your speech and have a clear outline. Like the speech started with her curly hair. In the middle, she explained what her speech style is, and in the end, she somehow drifted towards the other topic of the importance of mentor in her life and in Toastmaster journey. And the speech ended on a mentor-mentee program she was talking about. So I would suggest you to have a proper speech outline before. I know that you are a direct speaker and you can speak easily impromptu, but to clear the objectives of the speech, you need to have a better structure in the speech, which have more connection with the audience. So in all, I would say you have a very good connection with the audience by your hand gestures, eye contact, and voice modulation. The way the speaker used personal story to connect the audience was very great, and the questions were very interesting. So keep the good work, and I hope you use the recommendation I tell you so that you give more better speeches in your future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavya. Very good effort and very nice evaluation. Each one of our evaluators has done a brilliant job today, in my opinion, and I'm sure that you also agree with me, because it's time to make a difficult choice between the greats. Please go ahead and vote for the best speech evaluator according to you. If our tech master can, yes, please. Thank you so much. The poll has been launched, and it would be lovely if you can So I believe I can close the poll now. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Timer, for letting me know about the timings. We now move on to our supplementary role players. They are supplementary, they are auxiliary. For me, they are the pillars, because they are the ones who are holding up this meeting and making sure that it goes according to the time limits, goes smoothly, and is conducted with the best possible words being used. So let's also listen to how well you have listened. Let's invite our listener of the day, Toastmaster Ankit Ravindra Jain.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Rowley. Thanks a lot. A very good evening from my side, dear Toastmasters and dear guests. Again, I'm here. Just check your listening skills. All right. So I'll just put on some questions to you in order to just check your skills. So who is the first guy to come up? Just raise your hand quickly. We'll not waste much of time. All right. You wanted to raise hand, but you are not raising, huh? Okay, fine. So Sonu, my all-time favorite, Toastmaster Sonu, please come up.
Yes, Ankit.
Toastmaster Sonu, my first question goes to you. When TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Santosh Devi, explained Karma Yogi with three basic prerequisites. Karma Yogi. What were these three prerequisites? Who is a Karma Yogi?
I think the one thing which I remember is who doesn't believe in outcome. One is that. Second is who doesn't consider work as a burden. So these two things I remember.
Okay, fine. So anybody else wants to just try? Quick. We have very less time. Toastmasters, dear guests. Okay, Toastmaster Karthik wants to try. Please come up. Thanks for coming up.
Karam yogi is someone who does the task more than he or she speaks.
Absolutely. And in the exact words, the one who is dedicated, the one who is selfless, and the one who is not expecting the fruits. Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, and thank you, Toastmaster Sonu. My next question goes to our area director, Toastmaster Parul, if you are there.
Yes, Toastmaster Ankit.
And this question is from the first prepared speaker, Ankur's speech. And the question is, he used a simile for his mentor. What was the simile?
I remember him using pseudo mentor. I don't remember anything.
I'll just give you the options. He told that his mentor is like candle, electricity, fuel, or light.
I'm sorry, can you repeat again?
His mentor is like candle, electricity, fuel, or light.
I would say candle.
It was light. Thank you, Toastmaster Parul.
I would be more attentive next time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parul.
Thank you for picking on me.
My next question goes to some guest. Okay, Toastmaster Pragya, are you there? Okay, somebody else. Toastmaster Ankur, please come up.
Yeah, hi Ankit.
Hi, Toastmaster Ankur. This question is from the prepared speaker 2 speech, Jyoti Kumari's speech.
Yeah.
And what was the title of the speech, of her speech?
I can just check the agenda and tell
No, you can't check, please.
Okay.
That wasn't.
Progress.
Yeah, 3 P's. Yes, you can do that.
Progress was there, and problem was also there.
Oh wow.
I forgot the third P.
And it was prognosis.
Okay, thank you so much.
And it goes like problems, prognosis, and progress. Thank you, Toastmaster Ankur.
Thank you.
And here comes my last question of the day. Who is the next victim? Please just raise your hands. Toastmaster Shreya, can you please come up?
Yes.
Okay. So my next question is from Akanksha's speech. Speaker 3, prepared speaker 3. He told about her hairstyle. And he just tried to relate her hairstyle with her speaking style. So what people used to tell about her speaking style related to her?
That she's a natural speaker.
Absolutely. Perfect. Thank you, Toastmaster Shreya, for being attentive. So, all right. So it was it for the listeners session today. So I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Roli.
Thank you so much.
You are again my real mentor. Always shows me the path. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankit, and very nice, interactive, and interesting session over there. Now we shall move to learn more about the language and how well we have done and where we need to improve from our language evaluator. Delivering the report is Toastmaster Akshay Arora.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Roli. I am unfortunate that I don't have you as my mentor, but I have a pseudo mentor, yes. So without further ado, please confirm if I'm audible. All right. So today's meeting was a playhouse for any evaluator, and I'll tell you the reason why. First and foremost, there were some really interesting phrases that were used, which had multiple elements of interest in them. So to begin with, use of language in terms of 30 years of my life and 40,000 years of my family tree. This reminds me of that phrase which has two different aspects, which I once mentioned, that I was beaten up by like a panda by a truck, something like that. So having two different perspectives in a one single sentence really helps in enhancing the creativity of the sentence. Second was I am myself. Now it could be construed as a very simple phrase, but it has a meaning. It has a deeper meaning to it. In its entirety, it's a phrase which has sort of a visual appeal to it. Not stand out, but blend in. What a beautiful phrase, which has again two different aspects blended into one. I am the director of ideas and master of words. That's again a beautifully crafted phrase. Then we had a couple of very interesting figurative usages of the language, which had some figure of speech built into it. The first one was, and my favorite was, problem, prognosis, and progress. I always love alliterations, and this was one such group of words. Floodgates, it's a good visual word which is used to define thrust of things. Pivotal, again, a very good figurative word. Wearing mask to depict the pseudo personality that someone comes up with, is a good language again. Emotive journey, that's a really creative one. Then triggering that thought, that has a visual appeal to the language. Now there were a few words and the phrases which could have been worked upon. Help me to welcome should be help me welcome. There's no use of the word to in that phrase. Reach success should be been successful, because success is not a destination where you reach. Rememorable is the wrong word. It should have been memorable or to be remembered. Can you repeat once again? This was a phrase which was used multiple times. Now, one can repeat once again, only one has repeated once. So it is essentially a superlative phrase. So it should ideally be, can you please repeat? Or can you please repeat, can you please say it again? 1 minute should not be used in that way. It should be 1 minute. It's a singular word. Sticked should be stuck. I give kudos to that. I have observed that a lot of Toastmasters and in general times also we use kudos, great, good, nice, very, very loosely. I think those words do not serve their real purpose. So we must be a little more specific. For example, when we want to say kudos, we can perhaps use the alternatives like well done, good job, congratulations on that. And with that, one last thing, my word of the day, partake, which was not used even once. That's unfortunate, and perhaps because I did not highlight it enough. With that, I complete my report and over to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Language Evaluator. We now move on to Toastmaster Shreya. Shreya is there, right? Yes. So Toastmaster Shreya, would you like to take on the stage now to deliver your R-counter report and tell us how smooth or awkward we've been throughout the meeting?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, firstly, I would like to appreciate everyone because today filler words were rarely used throughout the meeting. All the Toastmasters were fastidious on use of any filler words. So here I present my report. Toastmaster Karthik used 1 hour. Toastmaster Parul used 2 arms. Toastmaster TMOT Santosh used 3 long pauses. Toastmaster Akansha used 1 hour. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam our counter. Now we can move on to our diligent timer who has been tracking the timings for all of us. Toastmaster Karthik Mishra.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and good evening, everyone, once again. Coming to the timing section, that meeting started on time by myself as an essay. Coming to the president's president time period, he had taken 3 minutes more in the time period of introduction of guest and introduction of team mod and guest. A team mod has taken 2 minutes more than allotted time, same in introduction of theme and the calling of the auxiliary role players. All the first and second speaker was well within their time limit. First speaker has taken 6 minutes 10 seconds in his speech. Second speaker has taken second speaker Toastmaster Jyoti has taken 6 minutes 36 seconds, well within time. Third speaker Toastmaster Akansha has taken 2 minutes more than the prescribed time limit. And coming to table topic segment, all the table topic speakers were well within their time. Guest Pragya has taken 1 minute 39 seconds in her speech. Toastmaster Parul has taken 2 minutes 10 seconds in her speech. Toastmaster Shreya has taken 1 minute 45 seconds. And guest has had taken 1 minute 19 seconds. And the evaluation section was also well within time. Auxiliary role play, Ankit Jain was well within time. Listeners was well within time. Language evaluator had taken 40 seconds more, and everyone was, which I not mentioned, was well within time. That's all from my end. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Mr. Timer. Meeting attendees, it's now time again to vote for our best supplementary role player. You can see the poll on your screen now. Please vote for the one that you thought performed the best. Thank you so much. It is time now for me to share my observations of the meeting with you all today. So our meeting definitely started on time with our Sergeant at Arms opening the meeting with an enthusiastic comment, but I felt that he should not have fumbled with the mission statement. This is something that we should not take lightly. It's a good idea to keep this in front of us. The agenda has it, it's there on the TI side. So use whatever mechanism you can, but keep it in front of you. It is better to read it out than to fumble while trying to recall from memory. The president had a very exhaustive list of guests today, and he diligently sought introductions from each one, very respectfully invited our Madam Area Director, Toastmaster Parul, who reminded us that we have to attend our club officers training and how beneficial it will be for all of us to attend. The president reiterated the message and went on to warmly introduce the TMOD. For the TMOD, the things that I loved the best were her preparation, her composure, and the warmth with which she introduced every role play. There was a personal touch to each introduction. She had taken the pains to prepare an introduction even for our visiting Toastmaster Akanksha, making sure that nobody felt left out and everybody was eager and encouraged to take the stage. The composure with which she conducted the entire meeting was remarkable. Our listener took the stage, and the listener was forced to take the role at the last minute, but somehow he still had time to find a good quote to introduce his role. And when he came back with his listener session with his questions, that was a nice mix of tough and simple questions, making sure that we understand the need to listen carefully and come through with our responses in a manner that shows that yes, we have been listening and it is not simply a fluke. He encouraged the participation and kept the momentum going throughout. The language evaluator, first again, the role player had to take the stage at the last minute, but still had a fantastic introduction for the role ready. The role player, Toastmaster Sajal, who was filling in for Toastmaster Akshay during the intro section, had taken the pains to get the word of the day and introduce it to the rest of the meeting. The language evaluator, Toastmaster Akshay, came back with an exhaustive list of the awkward usages and the creative usages with helpful tips and suggestions for how we can even improve our language in our future speeches. The time, this time I feel was exceeded by a lesser margin, which is a great thing. And I hope that the Toastmaster continues in the same vein. The R counter explained her role very carefully and articulately, and her use of the word fastidious was bang on in her report. The report was short and crisp and clear, and I believe it left room to supplement it with applause for those who had not used crutch words and filler words and sounds, and could have also included some tips to how do we maintain this going forward. How do we continue to reduce the words that we are tending to use in a wrong fashion, or the pauses that may be at the wrong places. The speeches, I would not comment on the individual speeches, but it is a very nice coincidence that two of our speeches were on the project importance, or beg your pardon, introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. And the third speaker, even though had a different project, still focused on the importance of the mentor in developing a communication style. The Guru Purnima has just gone by, and I think this was a wonderful coincidence. Just wanted to highlight that. The speech evaluators did a fantastic job in observing what their speakers had done or could have done, analyzing the speeches very carefully, the additions of poetic language in one, the addition of many other points that very few speakers use. So the point that I loved was that one speech evaluator complimented the other speech evaluator by giving credit. And this, I believe, is the sign of a true Karma Yogi. I thank each one of my speech evaluators today for bringing forth these points. When the Toastmaster of the day brought on the table topics master, I loved the part that not only was she prepared, but she was calm enough to battle through the challenges that she was facing on the technical front. She was extremely cool about taking help from people. So, getting rid of your own ego and willingly seeking out help from others is again something that makes you do your job better. That was my observation about the table topics master. I have had a fantastic meeting, and I'm very happy that each one has played their roles so fastidiously, if I may borrow from our counter. Now, I'd like to give the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Santosh Devi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rolly Sinha, for such a wonderful session. Okay. Remember the questions which I asked in the beginning of the meeting. The answers of these questions are in the lines from the Bhagavad Gita, in which Krishna says that if you practice Nishkam, you would not suffer the consequences. Nishkam means desireless, selfless actions without expecting the results and the fruits. Because every action has some result, but the actual result might not match your expectation. So work selflessly without demanding appreciation or recognitions. And this is the secret of Karam Yoga. For example, until Wednesday, I was concerned about my script of this demo role. I was so worried. I was anxious that it is not going to be good script, and I was hesitating. And then I started laughing at myself that how can I think that this script will be good or bad before working on this and I'm not willing to work on that. Then I realized this thing and I started to work on it. I sent to it my mentor and she really appreciated the content and I felt happy. Might be this thing is very small, but when we realize this small thing, one day that thing can be a big thing. So realization is very necessary. I think this theme help you a lot. So start practicing Karam Yogi and realization by today itself. With that, over to the Toastmaster Anand Kumar, our president of Delhi One Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Santosh Devi. A big round of applause to her because she has done a really very commendable job. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. And now, without wasting much time, I would like to ask Toastmaster Sujal if she can launch the poll for the best role players. Thank you so much. So we have got three contenders. The first is Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Santosh Devi, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Pooja, and the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Rolison. So please cast in your ballot, and Tano, please let me know when the time is up. Okay, thank you so much. So I would like to thank here a few other persons who have helped us in this very meeting. First of all, there are Toastmaster Ankit Ravindra Jain. He took up the role of language evaluator, for the role of the listener in really very quick time. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankit, for taking up that role as soon as possible, because there was a for some reason the person who had to do that, she could not attend the meeting. And we had two other people, Toastmaster Sajal Jain and Toastmaster Uli Sinha, like who were preparing the who is preparing the certificates and who were serving as the host of the meeting. I have got one special person I would like to name over here, that is Toastmaster Arun. And because Toastmaster Parul Verma talked about TLI, and TLI is nothing but a process where you get to learn things and become leaders. And why I'm mentioning his name today, because although he had no role today, he was playing no role as an auxiliary role player or the main role player or the prepared speaker. But still, because we wanted to know, and we know that there are people like who are not that good on the very technical stuff, but he still ring me up today, and he said to me that I want to learn about hosting the meeting and so forth things. And he was at 6 a.m. exactly, and he was trying to figure out how he can help us out in hosting the meeting. I thank you so much, and that's the first true sign of leader. And I really thank Toastmaster Arun for taking such initiatives. And I look forward from other members too to take initiatives on their part to come forward. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arun, first of all, to you. Now, I would like to come back to our guests for their quick feedback. So I can see that there is Aditya. Aditya, so can you just give a quick feedback to us what you liked about the meeting, and 1 to 2 things which you might think that we can improve upon?
So thank you for asking me for the feedback and the learnings. So basically, since this was my first meeting, and I have never attended any Toastmasters meeting before, so it gave me a great experience that, and even it has made me to realize that I have enough potential for improvement. And all the speakers were very good, and as they have shared their journey about mentoring, what is the role of mentor, and the things related to that, and the use of English words, all the things were very impactful, and was able to and all of the speakers were able to communicate effectively, and by this I can say that it has helped me a lot. And the only thing, since this is my first meeting, so I think I am not the right person to comment on what are the things where you should improve. And this is how I would like to, end my speak. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Aditya. It was really very nice to see you all throughout the meeting, and I hope that you liked it. We have got another guest, probably she's visiting for the second time. Hi Pragya, how are you doing first of all, and any feedback on your part? Anything you liked or anything you think which we might improve upon? Pragya, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but my kids are making noise, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to tell. But just one part which I can say, which I have seen in many other Toastmasters meeting which I have gone to. One is that if it becomes a polling option rather than, directly on Zoom, it becomes easier for the guests and everybody to poll. At times we are not aware of where to go, then chat, then link and all those if we are through phone. So that is one part which I think would be useful. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pragya. And of course, yeah, with technical things, there are pros and cons. And as you said, via Zoom, this has been made really very easy for all the members. Like they can just cast in their ballots by just a simple touch. Thank you so much. Now we have got, of course, yeah. So we have got our area director Parul Verma. So Parul, if you would like to add on something.
I think the meeting went great, and since the timer is already showing the red card, I would say it was again great to come back to Day 1 Toastmasters. Looking forward to attend regularly and getting to know you guys. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Parul. Thank you so much. Toastmaster only, are the certificates ready?
Yes, I'm going to share my screen, and you can begin with the best table topics master, best table topics speaker.
Okay, so any guesses, guys? Who is the best table topic speaker?
I'm going to share the screen now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's congratulate.
Congratulations, Pragya. You have won today the best travel topic speaker. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We move on to best speaker now.
Okay, so guys, please come up and guess. Let's have a guess. Okay.
No. I'm
Rolly
sorry.
showed us. So
Yeah,
no
I don't
worries.
like the guessing
Congratulations,
game.
Anshul. Congratulations, Anshul. And
now
this time I would like to take the guess first.
Okay, so you guess
So
which
we have
certificate I'm going to show now.
auxiliary role player.
Yes, it's a hallmark of being a good president. You know which one comes up next. So you want to continue your guessing game? Our timer is kind of sweating.
No, so probably we can you can roll over to the next certificate.
Done.
So Toastmaster Akshay, congratulations to you for the best auxiliary role player for today's meeting.
Thank you so much.
Right.
And we can have the next certificate.
Yes.
And the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Sajal. Congratulations, Sajal.
Yes. The mentor and the mentee have taken away the speaker and speech evaluator awards today.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Okay. And we have got one more, and that's the
Yes.
final one. And for this time, I can take the guess. So, guys, if you could unmute yourselves and have the guess.
Anybody wants to guess? Come on.
It's the mother of DOTM.
No, it's her daughter.
Congratulations, Santosh.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Congratulations to all winners.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Oli, for presenting the certificates, and congratulations to all the winners. I would just like to reiterate what Toastmaster Parul said, that on this Sunday we will be having our Toastmasters Leadership Institute training
Anand,
from
can we
2
have
yeah.
people are
Yeah,
leaving like
I will. Just a second, I would ask you to please stick for another 2 minutes because I won't take much of your time. We have on Sunday TLI from 2 p.m. till 3:30 p.m. and because Sunday I would like to have more participation, as many participations from our members and also from the executive committee. I would like to have taken the rules first for the next meeting, but I would like to have the selfie first for our VPPR because they will not let me go if I will let other people drop off. So Sajal, if you can take a quick screenshot.
Ankit, Santosh, Sonu.
Please make it fast. I'm
Pragya,
sweating a
yeah.
lot.
Shreya was
Shreya, come on.
Ankit.
Okay. Okay. Akshay, I would just like to interrupt over here. Uh, 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 guys, can you hear me? Yeah. So I just want to have the rules nomination for the upcoming meeting. Uh, uh, yeah. So guys, if you would like to give your names for the next role for any of the TMOD, because that has been already filled. So if you'd like to do that, you can let me know now itself. Or anyone for speeches, for speech evaluations, for auxiliary role players, for main roles.
I would like to nominate myself for speech evaluation.
Okay, thank you so much, Akshay.
I would like to become a speech evaluator also.
Okay. Toastmaster Pooja, Toastmaster Ankur, Sonu, Ankit.
Yeah, Anand, so I have already given my nomination for TMOD.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Sorry for that. Yeah. Okay. So you can anyways give your nominations to Toastmaster Rupal. She will be available because her exams have now been postponed. So you can reach her directly. And that's it on my part. And because the selfie has already been taken, so I can ask you to go back and have your dinners because it's already going to be around 9 o'clock. Thank you everyone for joining in today, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Bye. Good night.